Okay, warm glowing nightscape, 3 notches down in darkness rather than 4 because the sun's not out, and we're just using it all day today. We're trying this out. It may be wrong, we may have stuffed a few clips, be too bright, that's not quite that glaucous colour. Neither are those over there, so maybe it's yeah, so maybe there's some sort of control of the glauctivity. You could have a lot of ash to get the glauctivity. I don't know. Is there something in the ash that causes the glauctivity? Well, there's a good colour check between the glauctivity of that, yeah, and the green of those. So that's a very green one. Was that Jessica Ruby's awesome autistic brother? I don't know. Rather than Jessica Ruby's bigger sister. I don't know. Yeah, awesome autistic. I like the word awesome autistic. You know, puts a bit of hope back in their lives. You know, puts a bit of hope back in everybody's lives. You know, their parents and everything. I mean, we've got this new technology now. It's like a bloody broadband, you know. Oh, hang on. Put on a bit of charcoal down there. Oh, there's the smell of a koala somewhere. When I was here last night, I had a bit of for people overseas who probably don't get to see this. How close can I go? All the way. We should go all the way. Well, there you go, fellas. Warm glowing nightscape. So yeah. So some of these will be dead, some will come back, and we'll probably get some seedlings as well. So maybe just next year it'll be just the idea is just to walk along the Oover-The-ONSKII-Cutting. Maybe I should make 2 clips, one just walking along generally and one with the camera pointed back on this way, and we can compare the regrowth next year. Next year. We only really have 2 seasons per year. We have the wet and the dry, so this year's wet, next year's wet. This year's dry, next year's dry in a way, even though the dry goes over the Christmas period, sort of thing. Another flower. I don't know, is that pollen fluorescent, fella? Oh, well, all these people with their fluorescent or their UV lamps and everything. I think Greg Burt did a really good one the other day, showing that was rather interesting. Got to take my hat off for Greg Burt when he does really good stuff. I mean, that's the rules. You got to give him the credit where credit is due. So I do. I thought that was quite impressive there, Greg. There you go. Just putting it out there. I do like to give credit where credit is good. That was rather interesting. Though, if you want to make a cheap UV lamp, get one of those, just get your normal LED torches, get a whole bank of them, some of those cheap 9 ones, you get 9 LED things for $2. Whack a few of those, say 6 of those together, so you've got 6 9s of 54 or something like that. Put the old Scotch tape, the old, duct tape, what the Americans call, wrap it round there, and this will be a good colour check on that. Now, does that look very familiar? Oh yes, sunshine. That looks absolutely very familiar to that stuff that was in our salt pot. Well, there you go, fellas. Reality out in the field is starting to match reality in the lab. Well, in the garden, I suppose. Yeah. Oh yes, look at that. Now, doesn't that look very familiar to those videos? And it's with all of them too. So we've got some hidden mycorrhiza here, and we're actually being able to match it at home in a pot. So does that bode well for the CP revolution? Oh yeah. So is this like a bit like the coral bleaching, when it just gets too tough, the mycorrhizae just jettison themselves? Is it a bit like that? Don't know, fellas. Is that a good analogy? Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been telling you for the last 5 minutes. Bloody well, turn around. We're seeing stuff out the corner of our bloody thing. Oh, so how deep do you think it goes, fellas? We know it goes for a long, at least probably some ways up towards a kilometre, I would say, 1,000 metres. Oh wow, trees falling down and giving me a branching point. So yeah. Whoa. Time to start a new setting. We're at 5.5 minutes. Yeah, I think we'll end that because that was very good. I definitely want to get that in the can, so I better start a new clip.